Well, all right. You know it's do's and don'ts. It's Friday. Come on now. Hey, Rams fans, I know that y'all trying to hang your head on that Sean McVay in the playoffs. I think it's like 0-12 for running backs running over 100 yards. Okay, okay, but you didn't play the Philadelphia Eagles. You didn't. We gonna talk about a little bit about AJ Brown, and I don't like how the media's coming at him, and I'm glad that he took up for himself. But the key matchup to me is Cooper versus Cooper. Cooper DeJean as we call him, and Cooper Cup. I'm gonna tell you why this is the most important matchup in this game. We still want dog from y'all. Yo that!
I hit with it worse. Headed to that one start, then our season just got put in the hearse. But I feel like it's a gift and a curse. We learn from it. And we don't stay stuck on that page. We turn from it. Lost Kelsey, but ain't stopping nothing. Still gonna run up all them steps till we rocky something. Put your corner right on ice, or Smitty hockey something. This and white right up the middle, better block or something. All my birds come correct. No, they ready to battle. Stole Saquon from New York, took a bite of they apple.
Yo that man, you know who it is, you know what it is. Your boy Philly Fresh, aka the General Hill Report for Duty. Listen, if you haven't done it, make sure you hit that sub button that's right now. There it go. Yes, and also it is a bell next to it to let you know when I put a ball of flavor notification gang. Yo that gang, yo that. Please, please hit the like button for your boy. However, the algorithm works, more people get to see me, and the haters' hearts stay hurt. They be hurt. They be hurt when I come up on here. They be hurt on Twitter. They be hurt on Instagram. You know what I mean? Because I pop my ish. I pop my ish. Fresh fact. Fresh fact today is, you know what? It's many opportunities that you get in life. Maybe it's not, but you have to take advantage of those opportunities. And I'm saying that to say this. We have an opportunity to win a Super Bowl, and I'm talking to Eagles fans and the collective group. We got an opportunity to win a Super Bowl. And instead of us looking at that we won a playoff game, another one, you got a chance to host a divisional round game against the LA Rams at home. Probably going to be snowing. What do? We complain about Jalen Hurts. What do? We talk about AJ Brown in the books and all that kind of stuff. And I get it. It's controversy. It's always a controversy thing in Philadelphia. But the bottom line is we won. The bottom line is your quarterback didn't turn over the football. This year, he is 8-0 without turning the football over. 8-0. So it's crazy how in the beginning of the season we was throwing the ball a lot. Jalen Hurts was making some turnovers. He wasn't giving you what you want. But yet and still, now we run the ball more. Now Jalen Hurts is being more conservative. Now he's not turning the football over. It's still not what you want. In my Tyrese voice, what do you want from me? All right, let's get to the damn game. First of all, it looked like it's going to be snowing. It looked like it's going to start right around kickoff. That's what they saying. That's what they predicted. But I don't really the weather. They the only people that can be wrong all the damn time and still keep a job. So whatever. But I'm gonna say this: it's going to be cold. It's the LA Rams. Now I understand Matthew Stafford. You know what I mean? He come from Detroit, so he been in that situation. But he been over LA for like 5 years. That's different. And they playing a dome. You know what I mean? And you got to deal with these Philadelphia Eagles fans all day long. Third down, turn up. Second and long, turn up. After sack, turn up. After interception, turn up. Everything. The Philadelphia Eagles fans is going to be going crazy. So we got to take that into account. I understand Matthew Stafford. He's a good quarterback. He's a Super Bowl winning MVP, all that. I get that. But this is different. This is different coming to Philly. We got to talk. We got to really put that in perspective. Also, the matchup to me, the biggest matchup to me is Cooper DeJean versus Cooper Cup. because you got to understand that since it's going to be snowing, even if it wasn't going to be snowing, this defensive line, Jalen Carter, Nolan, shout out to Nolan Smith, man. Shout out to him, man. I keep saying it. A lot of people wrote him off, but he keep grinding. And I like what he said. He said, "Man, I could have been a guy that was out there, doing anything else. That's what I was supposed to be doing." But he's here, and he just had 2.5 sacks. He's a force to be reckoned with. So you got those guys. You know what I mean? So it's going to be quick passes, and it's going to be quick passes to Cooper Cup, and also Puka Nakua. So to me, Cooper DeJean gotta be eye tested because they're gonna have motion. To me, all right, here's my thing with the motion thing. Everything gotta be timed. And because they're not at home, because it's gonna be a loud crowd, I don't know how that's gonna go. It's a lot of things that he's gonna have to try to check and do this because he's not gonna be able to do that. So it's gonna have to be straight up man to man, straight up head to head. It can't. They're not going to be able to do all that stuff because of the crowd noise. Not. I need Philly to get up for this, even though I know y'all going to. So to me, we got to understand that it's going to be short passes. So Cooper DeJean, you know what I mean? They're going to try to. They're going to try to test if it's Jeremiah Trotter or Orm Burks. They're going to try these guys in the middle of the field. They just got to be disciplined. They just got to be disciplined. I know Zach Bond, the guy that should be Defensive Player of the Year. That it is what it is. I understand why he ain't get it. He probably don't get no votes, but whatever. I understand that he gonna be disciplined. Everybody else is going to have to be disciplined. And Zach Bond is running the shit now. He wearing the green dot. So it's going to be a lot on his plate. But come on, man. This is a guy that's ready for anything, in my opinion, because we as Philly and me personally, we always root for the guy, the underdog. It's the Rocky thing. It's the Rocky thing, right? Zach Bond is the ultimate underdog. A guy that was just a special teams player. New Orleans said, "We don't want nothing to do with you no more." And what did he do? Came out there and gave you an all-pro season and will get paid. Howie Roseman will pay. He probably will see how he performs in this game and pay him after this game. If not the NFC Championship. But I think he's gonna get paid this year. All right. I want to talk about not Nolan Smith, sorry. I want to talk about Kellen Moore real fast. I understand you got a job. You just interviewed for the Saints job. You interview for, I can't remember the other job because I really don't care. And to me, I'm not saying he shouldn't care because this is his future. So I get that. But to have a Saints interview on Saturday before the game, he needed to be focused and locked in because to me, Kellen Moore had the worst play calling of his Eagles' short tender career last game against the Packers. And a lot of people blaming Jalen Hurts for it, and it's not fair. And here's what I am going to say, and I'm going to be totally honest and be fair. I do think that he caused a pause for things in the middle of the field and probably other offensive coordinators too because of Jalen Hurts' height. You got to understand when you look at it, Jalen Hurts is what, 6'2", 6'3". So you got offensive linemen that are Jordan Mailata, 6'8", Lane Johnson, 6'5". Everybody is like 6'6", 6'5", and lower. I mean, and higher. So maybe he doesn't see the field over them in the middle of the field. But you can still run 10 routes and up. He can see the field there. So don't give me that. Don't give me that. But I am going to be totally honest. Maybe that is one of the situations. Because when you look at a guy like Tanner McKee, who was 6'6", he can see over the offensive line. Short passes in the middle of the field. Still give Jalen Hurts that same respect. Still give Jalen Hurts that same outlet. That's my personal opinion. The Philadelphia Eagles, to me, if you start fast, because we know that they got a good pass rush over there. You get 9 sacks in it. I don't care who it's against. Because if we did it, we'd be going crazy. You get 9 sacks in a playoff game, that is definitely like a historic type of thing. Shout out to them for that. But once the game started, the Minnesota Vikings was always trailing. So they was able to pin their ears back. You will not do that with the Philadelphia Eagles. We will control the football. You can't stop the run. Saquon Barkley had his best game against y'all, 255 yards on the ground. You won't be able to do that with us. So to me, you got to start fast. You got to start fast. You got to make sure that you put the pressure on these guys because they're smaller linebackers. They're smaller defensive ends over there. You make this offensive line just oppose their will on an opposition. You do. And I'm not saying Jalen Hurts has to throw for 30 yards because I don't, a 300 yard. I don't care about none of that. I care about the dub. That's what I'm here for. The win. Now, does Jalen Hurts have to look better and Kellen Moore have to look better than they did, especially when you're going against better talent as the playoff go up? Yes. But I do think if it's a situation to where though Jalen Hurts is trailing or is tied or is getting close, because remember, even when the Packers was getting close, he made play after play after play to make sure that he extends the lead. So to me, I think Jalen Hurts gets better. He's a guy that gets better as the game goes on, and the NFL doesn't understand that, and they don't really appreciate it. If this game comes down to Jalen Hurts has to do it, he done it in the Super Bowl. He done went toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes and really outplayed him. The fumble and the bad punt. Those two things don't happen, we probably two-time Super Bowl champions. That's all I got for today. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Y'all already know, man. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that.